Well, in breaking news, Donald Trump hates people from New Jersey. They don't vote for him. They voted against him. And now he's decided to visit on them one Alina Habba, who he's just appointed as the acting interim US Attorney for the District of New Jersey, the only federal district in New Jersey, to be the lead prosecutor reporting to the Department of Justice. Alina Habba. Yes, you heard me right. This is a person who's never properly practiced in federal court before. Every time she's either been sanctioned $1 million by one federal judge or lost two, not one, but two separate sex abuse cases proving that Donald Trump, by a jury, abused E. Jean Carroll. Yeah, that one. Besides the fact she's also been sanctioned by state court judges in federal cases, in fraud cases involving Donald Trump. And that's Alina Habba's claim to fame. And the U.S. attorney that Donald Trump just appointed 3 weeks ago, John Giordano, who is a Trumper of the First Order, a Philadelphia-based lawyer, he gets a promotion, apparently. New Jersey, don't get too attached to Mr. Giordano as your U.S. attorney, because he's going off to Namibia, where he's going to be the chief diplomat there. Which listen, that country is important to us. China has made it a major strategic partner. They have a lot of rare earth minerals and the number one producer, one of the world's top producers of uranium. You see where this is going. Donald Trump put this guy once before at a leading UN position. So I guess when the position opened, they looked around, they said, let's put Giordano in. But I really think this is about promoting Alina Habba, or at least getting her out of the White House. I'm Michael Popok. You're on the MeidasTouch Network and Legal AF. So I woke up this morning to Alina Habba. Now, I just done a hot take about 17 different lawyers for Donald Trump, including Alina Habba, that were either severely sanctioned by federal courts, had their licenses pulled in bar proceedings, had their bar licenses pulled, and or indicted and or convicted of crimes. And Alina Habba is one of those 17. She got $1 million sanction against her with Donald Trump by Judge Middlebrooks in the Southern District of Florida at federal court. I mean, if she had to fill out an application for this job, she'd have to list she got fined $1 million by a federal judge who said she filed a meritless pleading about suing the Democratic National Committee and Hillary Clinton, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and this law firm you now have heard of, Perkins Coie out of Washington. And the judge said, that's just a political screed masquerading as a litigation. You're gonna pay them their attorney's fees and more, $1 million fine. And then the only other, so that's that. She got sanctioned as well by a judge in the fraud case, Judge Engoron in New York, a state court case. She is not a New York state practitioner. She's not a federal court practitioner the way I am. She is at best, a local, nothing wrong with this, but a local New Jersey sort of municipal. She represented parking lots and owners of parking lots before that. She had a very small practice doing what I like to joke as being door law. Anything that walks in the door, she would do. Except she had the fortune of having her office near Bedminster Golf Course and decided to make a beeline for Donald Trump, try to get into his inner circle by trying to settle a couple of his sex harassment cases against him. One in particular almost got her in trouble by a state court judge in New Jersey because that person who she got to sign a settlement agreement with Donald Trump's Bedminster Golf Course because she says she was sexually assaulted or sexually abused by one of the bosses there, not Trump, but somebody else. The allegations are that Alina Habba kind of seduced her into signing the agreement by befriending her, acting like she wasn't really working for Donald Trump when she was, misleading this person into believing that she was her lawyer and getting her to sign. And all I know is there was a settlement agreement that was reached between Alina Habba and that particular person. Delete Me makes it easy, quick, and safe to remove your personal data online at a time when surveillance and data breaches are common enough to make everyone vulnerable. Delete Me does all the hard work of wiping you and your family's personal information from data broker websites. Delete Me knows your privacy is worth protecting. Sign up and provide Delete Me with exactly what information you want deleted, and their experts take it from there. Delete Me isn't just a one-time service. Delete Me is always working for you, constantly monitoring and removing the personal information you don't want on the internet. As a well-known podcast anchor who's active on YouTube about every hour, privacy when I turn off the mic and camera is really important to me, especially to help protect my loved ones against bad people who try to hurt you through identity theft and harassment. Have you ever been a victim of identity theft, harassment, doxing? If you haven't, you probably know someone who has. Delete Me can help. Take control of your data and keep your private life private by signing up for Delete Me. Now at a special discount for our listeners. Today, get 20% off your Delete Me plan by texting LEGAL, L-E-G-A-L, to 64000. The only way to get 20% off is to text LEGAL to 64,000. That's LEGAL to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. And then she went off to be the chief spokesperson for one of the PACs, political action committees for Donald Trump, then got kicked upstairs to be the White House counselor in the White House. And then lo and behold, I guess they decided, I'm assuming, my assumption is they decided to elevate John Giordano and send him to this African country and let him sit on top of these issues about China and rare earth minerals and uranium and it is a democracy in the middle of that region. So it does have some importance to it. It's not, as we joked about it internally, a not exile position. But I really think it was about opening up a lane for Alina Habba to report to Pam Bondi and be a high-powered U.S. attorney. Now, this is all on the heels of another story that I just covered for MeidasTouch and for Legal AF, which is that Donald Trump issued this ridiculous, talk about Fox, the wolf inside the chicken coop. Donald Trump trying to protect federal judiciary from abuse by going after law firms and attacking them. This is his way to stop abuse of federal courts. I got a way to stop abuse of federal courts. It starts at home. Stop abusing federal courts from a Trump perspective. That's what he learned. He learned how to abuse them when he was a criminal defendant and criminal convict. And it continued. That's why I just did a report about 17 different lawyers that work for Donald Trump, including, you remember, John Eastman, Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis, Ken Chesborough, and others who lost their bar licenses representing Donald Trump and taking meritless bad faith positions. Some got indicted, and Chesborough, Sidney Powell, and Jenna Ellis all got convicted. And if Rudy Giuliani didn't get convicted, pretty close, $158 million defamation judgment against him, that's still against him, that people are collecting on, and lost 2 bar licenses. John Eastman lost his bar license. Others got sanctioned as well. So this is the group that Alina Habba comes out of. Yeah? This is the group of unqualified. The only qualifications they have is that they were criminal defense people and bootlickers for Donald Trump of the first order. And they all got promoted together, not qualified to be in the Department of Justice, to be running the Department of Justice, to be a federal prosecutor in the least. But so when you are reviewing and critiquing and grading this administration, as you need to do before the midterm elections, these are the things you have to look into. The types of people that Donald Trump is appointing to positions of high power and authority. I'm going to continue to follow John Giordano too, because he's a Trumper of the first order. He was sent to the UN on certain trade and strategic issues. And now, after being a major donor to Donald Trump, boom, 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 he's now ambassador to an area of great importance, strategic importance to us and in our relationship and counterbalance to China. So I'm going to continue to follow kind of both ends of that story. And then what Alina Habba does with her new perch of being the chief top prosecutor in New Jersey. It just shows you how little Donald Trump respects New Jersey. He'll never win New Jersey. I mean, I know there's rumors that there'll be a Republican governor, but it's just a long string of Democratic and moderate Republican governors in New Jersey. And when it comes time for the president, it's just been Clinton, Obama, Clinton, Obama, Biden, boom. And even New Jersey went for Kamala this time around. So, when Donald Trump says in one of his press statements, the great people of New Jersey, that's just, he's just sticking it to them. He's always had border war with them when he lived and worked in New York. So I'll continue to follow it all right here on the MeidasTouch Network and on Legal AF. Come over to Legal AF, the YouTube channel, and we got some great new contributors there. I was able to work a deal and kind of get some of the main contributors, Dave Arenberg and others, from True Crime / Court Authorities, another MeidasTouch production, to come over and join us on Legal AF. So we got about 10 different contributors doing legal hot takes or hot takes at the intersection of law and politics every hour over on Legal AF MTN from MeidasTouch Network, which I curate. Come on over, join us there. Until my next report, I'm Michael Popok. In collaboration with the MeidasTouch Network, we just launched the Legal AF YouTube channel. Help us build this pro-democracy channel where I'll be curating the top stories at the intersection of law and politics. Go to YouTube now and free subscribe at Legal AF MTN. That's at Legal AF MTN.